Yep, that's me, Bob. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Well, for that, we're going to have to go back to the very beginning. There I am. Yep, just there. You might need to zoom in a little bit. That little egg right there is such a cute zygote. Back then, I did nothing. Just relaxed and let the current drift me away. Well, I say nothing. I did have to go through mitosis quite a few times. You can't just create embryos out of nothing, can you? Out of embryonic stage, I became a larvae called planula. Finally, I was able to maneuver with myself with my little cilia. Although these weren't quite strong enough yet to swim against the current, so mostly I just sat on the surface of the ocean. The benefit of this was that I made a great relationship with some algae. Let's see, there was Jerry and Alan, and there's John and Dave, and there's Jerry again. I don't know all their names, there's far too many to remember. I just called them my zooxanthellae. Anyway, back to the story. I must have been on the surface for several days. So I headed down onto the ocean floor, found a nice spot to settle down, and began my metamorphosis into a coral polyp. This is basically a small coral. Now that I was a polyp, I could grow bigger and harden. I used a process called calcification to do this, whereby I would absorb calcium and carbonate from the ocean and perform a chemical reaction. This made calcium carbonate, which I could use to increase my size, and eventually, thanks to my friends the zooxanthellae, I had many colourful branches. Some of my branches would break off eventually, but this didn't hurt me. This in fact is a process called budding, and it helps the ecosystem by expanding the coral reef around me. So that's where my story should end, yet here we are. You see, lately the ocean has been getting a little too hot for me, and I can't just get up and leave. I'm stuck to this rock. It's making me quite stressed. My friends, the zooxanthellae, have just been building up toxins all around me, so I had to go. I had to pull them out of my tissues and spit them out, but now I've got no food. You see, I provided them protection, and in return they gave me nutrients by converting sunlight into energy through photosynthesis. Now yeah, I can catch a small amount of food with my tentacles, but 90% of my food came from the zooxanthellae. I mean, look at me, I look awful. I've lost all my colour, because that came from the zooxanthellae as well. Now I'm just left with my white calcium carbonate skeleton. But I'm not alone. Corals like me all over the world are bleaching and dying. Events like mine have increased in frequency and severity since the new millennium began. Bleaching occurs every 5 to 10 years, which is nowhere near enough time for us corals to adapt to these changes in temperature. And it's not just bad for us. We're important for other animals as well. Many fish and aquatic invertebrates rely on us as food sources and as a source of shelter, and because of our decline, these animals are now suffering as well. We even help you humans by reducing coastal wave energy by an average of 97%, protecting you from natural hazards. But not all hope is lost for me and the other corals. There are many things that you can do to help us. These include simple day-to-day things like recycling. Many plastics end up in the ocean, which increases the likelihood of disease outbreaks. Humans can also reduce pesticide usage, which is affecting key life stages like metamorphosis. And you can start using environmentally friendly transport, like buses and trains, which help reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is devastating to us corals as it furthers ocean acidification with the formation of carbonic acid, and it increases ocean temperatures. Trying to fix all these things might seem like an impossible task, but if everyone works together and does their part, then anything is possible. We urge you to help, or for all of us corals around the world.